I had one night where I was really bad, and I had to call a suicide prevention hotline because it was pretty much the lowest I've ever been. My name is Craig. I was diagnosed with major depressive disorder about 4 or 5 years ago. 2 years ago, it transitioned to treatment resistant, and so medication was no longer helping. I met one of the doctors for Serenity through a drug trial I was on, and he referred me over here to try ketamine treatments. So about the time the depression became treatment resistant and the medication stopped helping, I started having a lot of problems, and it got really bad. Ended up going from having a nice house, money, to do pretty much anything I wanted, to living in an apartment with my mom that we could barely afford. Then last year in 2020, my mom died of COVID, and I was on my own dealing with this depression, and nothing was working. I had one night where I was really bad, and I had to call a suicide prevention hotline because it was pretty much the lowest I've ever been. And I got through the night. Next morning, Jace happened to call me about the TMS, and he could tell that I was in bad shape. And he goes, "Are you suicidal now?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm better, but I'm still pretty bad." And he's like, "Hold on, let me call you back." So he calls me back maybe 30 minutes later. He's like, "Look, I know you can't afford the ketamine, but," he goes, "I can get you the first treatment." He goes, "You need to get in here and get this because we need to get you out of the situation you're in right now." So I got a buddy to bring me over to the clinic, and I got my first ketamine treatment that day. The first treatment was night and day. The next morning, I felt amazing. I felt normal for the first time in years. It's been a major change in my life. I can function, I can get by. I don't feel sad all the time. I don't feel that I'm alone. I don't feel like I just want to die. I feel like with all the challenges I have in my life that I can still move forward and I can actually handle them now. I think the biggest change is the fact that I don't have to fight as hard to do the things that I need to do. This is worth every penny. It would be a bargain at twice the cost. And it really doesn't matter how long it works, because I know sometimes they'll say it's a month, sometimes they'll say it's a year. To me personally, if it lasted a week, it would be worth the money.